All right. Today is a great day for living, sharing, and being alive. And this is Motivation Monday. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is our special Monday message to help you get this week off to a great start. Of course, our message is based on our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. It's available on Amazon, on Walmart, and most bookstores, and also on our website, herbertharris.com. Just a quick announcement about our new home study course, the New You for the New Year home study course. And you can get more information by going to herbertharris.com and click on the link at the top, and you can get the free Setting and Achieving Your Goals booklet, plus information about an incredible home study course that will turn your life around. Our topic for today, Sadatavia, thank you for joining us. And by the way, folks, if you get a chance, go and listen to our Fantastic Friday. Sade from New York. She was our guest, and we had an incredible interview. So check out Fantastic Friday for last Friday. This topic today is something that really has been weighing on my mind. And the idea is that there are people who steal your time. That as we begin to move into this new year, it's important that we are diligent and protective of our time. You see, time is life. Time is God's gift to us. What we do with our time is our gift to God. And so time stealers are people who come into your life and who intentionally or unintentionally steal your time. And when I say steal your time, they take your time away from the important things that you should be doing. The things that take you closer to your goals, closer to your vision, and closer to your purpose. We are all blessed with the same 24 hours in a day. 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute. It's what we do with those time, with those seconds, those minutes, and those hours that makes the difference in the outcomes we experience. If we waste the time in frivolous, unproductive endeavors, then the results that we get are literally congruent with frivolous, unproductive endeavors. I believe that each of you on this call, on this broadcast today, each of you has important things to be done. You have goals. You have a vision of the life that you want to experience. And so as you work on your vision, you ask yourself the time question every day. What is the best use of my time right now? When I consider my goals, my vision, and my purpose, and then act accordingly. Well, time wasters, people who come into your life, situations who come into your life to steal that time away from you. And the interesting thing is, I use the term steal, but it's really not, because you have to give it away. People come into your life and they do things to interact with you, but you have to make a choice to give them that time. You can always say no. So let's look at some time wasters. Let's look at some people who come into your life and steal your time. What you say, baby, from Mississippi? Thank you for joining us today. I think time wasters fall into numerous categories. Number one category, distractions. Distractions that pull you away from what you're doing. You're on your path and distractions come about. And most of the distractions come from other people. Interesting point, though, is that when you look at the distractions that the other people bring into your life, very often those distractions are as a result of that person's own doing. So you end up getting sucked into somebody else's crisis. And of all the time wasters, I think this is the biggest one, because people come to you with crisis situations and you almost feel obligated. Everybody wants to be a good person. but you almost feel obligated to help. What can I do? But very often when you go behind the situation, you'll find that the very crisis that you're being sucked into is of their own making. I have a friend that, you know, every month he goes through the same thing. His crisis is always the phone bill. Man, I got to go turn my phone on. I got to take up $100. But you get a phone bill every month. Why do you put yourself in that position? And so just him stopping by to interact. I'm in the middle of something. He does work for me to stop by. Maybe it only takes 10 minutes for me to hear his plight and give him, you know, loan him $100, advance him $100. But that's what happens. Most people's distractions are a result of their own crisis management. There are some situations where they are bona fide crises created by the universe, created by other people that was beyond the person's control. And you, as the guardian of your time, you really have to look behind some of the things that people ask you to do to get a better understanding of it so that you can act accordingly. One of the interesting things, though, is that when you keep permitting people to take control of your life to handle their crisis, you may be hampering their growth. You know, if they know that they can always come to you to get a particular type of assistance, then they'll start figuring you in as a part of their plan. You know, well, I know I got to go see Doc on the 27th before my bill is due, you know. And so you're permitting yourself to be distracted may be hampering their growth. Something to look at. So other people's crises, distractions to steal your time. Telephone interruptions. Let's do telephone and text interruptions. I was looking at some young people, and a young man was across the street, and he was literally, he could not put his phone down as he was putting the baby, what do you call it, the car seat in the car for his little girl, and he literally bringing the bags and stuff in. And so that's like an ultimate interruption. So telephone interruptions and text interruptions. My personal feeling is I've set my phone so that the text thing does not make a noise. That was something that was really interrupting my thought. Every time I got a text, it was bing, bing, bing. And so I try to let my friends know that I will respond to the text, but it's not going to be in 20 seconds or a minute. It'll be at the time of my choosing. I check my text 3 or 4 times a day. So text interruptions, telephone interruptions. The world responds to you in the way that you demand that it respond to you. So if people feel that they can call you anytime you're going to pick up, that's a chosen telephone interruptions. So telephone interruptions can really interfere with your flow and steal your time. It's a good idea to let people know that certain times do not call you. When I do the morning broadcast, I had people would call at 8:15 in the morning. And I says, don't call me between 8 and 9. Because between 8 and roughly 8:30, I'm on Instagram, on YouTube. And whenever you call, it breaks up the screen. It breaks up the flow. Yeah. Between 8:30 and 9, I'm doing my meditation. So I definitely don't want to talk to anybody. So telephone interruptions, text interruptions, you must set your boundaries. Otherwise, people will steal your time. Another distraction, another thief of your time is self-imposed. Lack of organization. We can waste more time looking for stuff, trying to find this paper, trying to find that pen, trying to find this document. Wherein if we were organized, you could go to it right away. So lack of organization is a time stealer that you created. And so definitely you can fix it by being more organized. Lack of goals and priorities. So if you have no goals if you have, and not having a goal is really not having a deep desire to experience or accomplish something. So if you have no deep desire, let's look at wealth. Most people need money. Most people want money. If you don't have a deep desire to create wealth, then it's not going to happen. And I'll give you an example. You know, in network marketing, I'm a network marketer. And there are people who, I've come to a town to do a presentation and I had guests invited, and there are people like, man, you know, I would have come, but it was raining. I call them weather weenies. I would have come, but it was cold. So what that says is your desire is no stronger than a rainy day. Your desire is no stronger than a cold night. When I was talking with the Sadatavia on Friday, we were talking, really sharing that idea of, she was talking about her goals and how her whole, her pursuit, you know, of her gift in the entertainment area. And I guarantee that there were many times when she wanted to give up. She wanted to stop. But when you have a goal firmly burned into your consciousness, it's your desire to achieve that goal that keeps you going. And so when we look at things that steal your time, if you don't have clearly defined goals, then whatever comes along will take up your attention. When you have a goal, it's like a star on a path. You know, when we look at the stars at the night, the stars are on predetermined paths. That's why astronomers can predict the fall, the spring. It's all according to a plan. In your life, you must have goals just as that star has a path that it's supposed to run on. You must have goals that you pursue, that you deeply desire. If you don't have them, then you can be tossed about by the wind. Good. Sade says, gotta be relentless. And so your goals must be so clearly defined that every time you think about them, you know what to do. That when you ask yourself through the day, what is the best use of my time when I consider my goals, my vision, and my purpose, and you act accordingly. So this is one that's definitely under your control. When we talk about time stealers, have your definite goals. Focus on your goals. Be totally committed to achieving your goals. Another time stealer that leads to frustration is attempting to do too much. They say that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. How do you eat an elephant? Bite by bite. So as you plan your day, as you set yourself up to accomplish the desires and the outcomes you want today, don't try to do too much. Don't try to do too little either, okay? But don't try to do too much because that can frustrate you. So find that balance between your desires and your accomplishments, and then begin to expand on it. One of the reasons that it's important to keep a record, we say live by the book, is that when you keep a record now, you can measure your performance in any area. As you keep a record and you evolve toward your success. It doesn't happen overnight, but as you keep a record, you're in a position to judge how close you are to your goals. Also, you can readjust your energies, your activities, to give you a greater possibility of achieving your goals. So don't let people steal your time. Avoid distractions and interruptions. Be protective of your time. Don't let telephones steal your time. Set particular times to answer your calls. Use that caller ID effectively. Don't let your phone, the blips and tips of the phone, steal your time. Anything that takes your attention away from what you set out to do, steals your time. Make sure your goals are clear. Rewrite them over and over and over so that they are burning in your mind. Say your goals over 3 and 4 times a day so that you remind yourself of where you're going. Be careful about your priorities also. Be sure what's really important to you so that you have a method to judge and to evaluate how to invest your time. And think about this as we wrap up. Don't think about it as spending time, investing time. Every moment that you're given by the Creator is a seed that you can plant in your consciousness and make a garden of flowers or a garden of weeds. So folks, time is your most valuable asset. And over this year, this new year, make a total, absolute commitment to live your life in according to the time question. That from moment to moment as you go through life, ask yourself, what is the best use of my time right now when I consider my goals, my vision, and my purpose, and then act accordingly. Anybody who comes into your life who steals your time, you have to limit them. You have to get rid of them. You have to put them in a context so that you don't permit them to steal your time. When you can do this, when you can manage your time, when you can live each day so that at the end of each day you say, hey, I did everything I could with what I had to do it with to make tomorrow the way I want it to be, then you can truly be what you want to be. Do what you want to do and have whatever you want to have, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Just take a deep breath, folks. Whew. Okay. Once again, our training and teaching today are all based on our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, available on Amazon, Walmart, our website, herbertharris.com. And be sure to go to our website, herbertharris.com. Click on the link at the top and get your free Setting and Achieving Your Goals booklet that will help you make this year your year for outrageous success. And also get information about our home study course, the New You for the New Year home study course designed to take you from where you are to wherever you want to be. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. So it is.